Ooh, hopefully you can see my ring light. St. George and the Dragon. This is a reprint. I have the paperback version. I like paperbacks because if I'm traveling, if we're going to the park, as a homeschool mom, you just want something light that can carry in their backpack. And my girls like to carry their books, especially in the car when we have to, go an hour drive or whatever, we're stuck in traffic. I live in LA, we're always stuck in traffic. This is great to have. Now, St. George and the Dragon. This is retold by Margaret Hodges. I love the illustration. Trina Shart Hyman. I don't know if I said that right. In any case, I love the illustration. She actually has another book. I'm gonna do a different video. But this one is, if you know the story of St. George and the Dragon, it is taken from the Fairy Queen. If you know anything, or if you don't know about the Fairy Queen, it is a very old, it's a huge story. It's a whole book. I think it's a big poem because it has the stanzas. It has different like poetic stanzas, but telling the story. And it's a little challenging to read because it's written in Middle English. I'm not even sure. It might be written in Middle English. But in any case, it's great that it's retold in regular modern English. This book is illustrated with borders. It reminds me of a manuscript. So there is the manuscript looking. You have your regular story. It's from the 80s. I love 80s illustrations, 80s posters. That's kind of what you get here. And sorry, my throat is a little scratchy. There's a mixture of the retelling or the modern translation of the Fairy Queen in the middle of it, and then Margaret's retelling for children. So this is a lengthy book. I want to say when we read this, it took a while. So every page is full of, it's not a chapter book, but it's just full of story and text and imagination. It's oh my goodness, I love how she did the manuscripts. It looks like one of those monk manuscripts. And you have the dragon, the story of him being a hero and sacrifice. So if we use this book for our medieval theme, we're going over the medieval times. This was last year, and that's why I got this book. And we're going over King Arthur, and we're gonna still probably go over it for a couple, I think in a couple years, but we're going over King Arthur and folklore, and you have different stories and tales, and you have this imagination of fairyland. And so this is a great one to introduce to kids if you want them to start knowing, if they like that medieval knights in shiny armor, and you have a little love story and sacrifice. This is wonderful. I love everything in it. And it tells you at the end, no, in the story, it tells you, and if you read it, that he is just the Fairy Queen, the book. There's like 2 books. There, you go through so many different stories, and it's just one of the stories. He's in service of the Fairy Queen. So at the end, he's still going and having his adventures. But definitely pick this up if you are a homeschooler, or if you are an enthusiast for children's literature, or you're an enthusiast for medieval story. I learned about the Fairy Queen because of C.S. Lewis. So he's a medievalist, and I just want to soak up all that information. So here's my little short review for this book. Love the drawings. Very 80s, whimsical, fantastical. And definitely it's eye candy for anyone who loves children's illustration.